So now for the last step of building this app, right? In the previous video, I showed you guys that I have disabled the drag and drop function of this Kanban board, so people cannot drag the card from new to approved. I have this button which I can use to approve, and it verifies if the person is allowed to approve a card based on the category. But one problem that I have, and this is the last problem in this app, is that if I open this card of lunch at airport, I have access to all the information, including state. So if I wanted to change something, I could just like click on here and click on save. So this happens because this is using the standard window, the standard panel of Jestor, right? And the standard panel always has all the information displaying when you open a record. And this won't do for this app, right? Because otherwise everyone can approve any kind of request. So what I'm going to do here is create a custom window, a custom interface for this Kanban board. And the way that I'm going to do this is through Superforms. So Superforms are very useful inside Jestor because basically in any scenario in which you want to create a custom interface for inserting data, updating data, or just reading data. If it's clicking on a Kanban board card, if it's clicking on a record on a table, if it's clicking on a connection icon, you can use Superforms to customize the way that you're going to present this data. So the way that I'm going to do this is click on Builder mode to activate it, and I'm going to create a new Superform. So this Superform is what it's going to be the new window when I click on the Kanban. And I'm going to give it a name, update Kanban card. So now I'm going to edit the Superform. I'm going to title it request. I'm going to remove the description. And this is just like the previous step of creating the Superform. It's going to be a Superform that pulls information from the requests table. And the information that I want to see is title. I want to see description. I want to see amount. I want to see attachments, category, and also I want to see stage, but it's read only, and also I'm going to change it to button like, so it's a different way to view it. So if I click on save, you can see here you go. And I can also add inlines and other kinds of things, for example like this. So amount and category are right next to each other. So one thing that I'm going to do here is disable responses because I don't want to receive an email every time that I update a record, but I'm going to toggle this on, update record. So this form now is a form that I'm using to update information instead of submitting new requests. So if I click on save, you will see that I can select a record and it's going to bring me the information, and you can see that I cannot change the stage. It brings me this message. So now what I have to do is go back to the Kanban board, click on edit the Kanban board, and then I'm going to go down here and disable the standard panel of Jestor. And now I'm going to search for the form that I've just created, set some customization options here. I want to see the chat, for example. And there you go. So now when I click on this card, it's now the Superform. It's not the standard panel. I cannot change the stage. I can change other information, and I can see the chat. So anytime that you need to customize the way that you're going to access information, if it's by creating a new request, if it's by clicking on a Kanban card, if it's by clicking on a connection, for example, if I click here on gas, I don't want the standard panel, I want a custom interface, you're going to do this through Superforms and editing the Kanban board component, editing the field for the connection, and so on. So this is the last part, and basically the app is done, right?